Okay. As a preliminary matter, this is John Brescher, Chair of the Real Estate Assessment Committee, permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Lee Saperstein.
Aye.
Thomas Barada.
Aye.
Staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Ken Bogrand.
Aye.
Haley Cook.
Aye.
Excellent. Let's see. Good afternoon. This open meeting of the Real Estate Assessment Committee is being conducted remotely, consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of March 12, 2020, due to the current state of emergency in the Commonwealth due to the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus. In order to mitigate the transmission of the COVID-19 virus, we've been advised and directed by the Commonwealth to suspend public gatherings. And as such, the governor's order suspends the requirement of the open meeting law to have all meetings in public accessible physical location. Further, all members of public bodies are allowed and encouraged to participate remotely. The order, which you can find posted with the agenda materials for this meeting, allows public bodies to meet entirely remotely so long as reasonable public access is afforded so that the public can follow along with the deliberations of the meeting. Ensuring public access does not ensure public participation unless such participation is required by law. This meeting will feature public comment to those members of the public that have joined the meeting via Zoom. For this meeting, the Real Estate Assessment Committee is convening by video conference via Zoom app. It's posted on the town's website identifying how the public may join. Please note that this meeting is being recorded and that all attendees are participating by video conference. Please be aware that other folks may be able to see you and to take care not to screen share your computer. Anything that you broadcast may be captured by the recording. All supporting materials that have been provided to members of this body are available on the town's website unless otherwise noted. The public is encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda unless I, the chair, notes otherwise. Let's go to the first item on the agenda, but let's go over some ground rules. The chair will introduce each speaker on the agenda. After they conclude their remarks, the chair will go down the line of members, inviting each by name to provide any comment, questions, or motions. Please hold until your name is called. Further, please remember to mute your phone or computer when you're not speaking. Please remember to speak clearly. For any response, please wait until the chair yields the floor to you and state your name before speaking. If members wish to engage in conversation with other members, please do so through the chair, taking care to identify yourself. After members have spoken, the chair will afford public comment to those members of the public that have joined via Zoom. Members of the public who wish to speak must state their names and be acknowledged by and speak through the chair. Finally, each vote taken in this meeting will be conducted by a roll call vote. All right. May I have a motion to approve the agenda as written?
Sure, happy to do that, John.
Thank
This is
you.
Lee.
Second?
I'll second.
Thanks, Tom. All right, motion been made and second. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, let's do a roll call vote. Lee Saperstein,
Aye.
Thomas Barada,
Aye.
the chair votes aye as well. Public comment. Seeing as there are no members of the public, we'll move on. Approval of the minutes. Haley, thank you so much for doing the minutes. Anybody have any comments on the minutes? If not, can we please have a motion to approve the minutes of August 8th?
Approved.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none. Let's do roll call vote. Thomas Barada,
Aye.
Lee Saperstein,
Aye.
and the chair votes aye as well. All right, next matter is the real estate matters, which is the review of the proposed taking of portions of Folger Road, parcels A through F. And because my lovely bride is involved in this in our office, I must recuse myself. So, Lee, have at it with the rule of necessity.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Tom. We are discussing, as I understand it, the taking by the town of 6 plots forming the entirety of the paper Folger Road, which runs between Sherburne Turnpike and Hamblin Road in the Cliff area. Ken, if I miss anything?
You have nailed it correctly, right on the head.
All right. So the motion is for the town to take. After it's seconded, I think we'll open for discussion. Thomas, I think you have to second.
Motion approved.
Yeah, no, we're
Oh, second.
move in second, and then we'll discuss.
Sorry, move in second.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just trying to find this on the map.
It's in the packet, and it's marked in the middle of the map that's included, Tom.
Yeah, I got that. I was looking on a satellite.
Right.
Yeah, it's all there. And Ken, I think this action is fairly Pro forma.
This is really pro forma.
Okay.
Basically, what the discussion will be is when we go to dispose of it, what the pricing is going to be with respect to the disposition of these parcels once it's approved for the taking.
Yes, and so that was my first comment, not question, but in preparation for that moment, we as the Real Estate Assessment Committee ought to have a discussion on pricing, as well as the factors for increasing the price. For example, this one will probably get a neighborhood factor.
Yeah, that's one, at next month's meeting, we have arranged for Rob to come in and talk to us about the whole issue of pricing. And it would be a perfect time to talk about this because this has got to go through the process of taking first, and then has to come back to us as a committee in terms of recommendation for disposition and a price at the disposition.
Okay, Ken, once again, these questions or comments are laying the groundwork for the next step. And in my opinion, does not affect the vote on this motion, but it's nice to get some information.
Correct.
There's a property, 1 Folger Road. I have to use my hand lens to get all of this. There's a property, 1 Folger Road, that looks by property line to be isolated. Yet when one goes, as Thomas is doing, to GIS, we see that 1 Folger Road and the property to the west, all is built as one, even though the property record cards show different owners. We may want some discussion about access to 1 Folger Road when come time to dispose.
Okay, good comment, noted.
And then the other,
Well, isn't that, one second, I think that's all been built. They put all those houses up there last winter. All those 3 parcels have already been built.
I understand,
Okay.
but we're dealing with the ownership and who pays what. This is a little confusing to me. The other question, Ken, that we might have resolved is access through Hamblin Road. I know we're not talking about Hamblin, but Hamblin is private and a portion of it is marked as driveway.
Well, we'll have to deal with that when we look at the survey for the disposition. Those are good points, Lee.
Okay. Thomas, do you have any questions or concerns?
No.
Okay, ready for the vote? All those in favor by roll call, say aye. If you're opposed, nay. Thomas Barada
Aye.
and Lee Saperstein votes aye.
Excellent.
Thank you very much, Lee.
Thank you, guys. All right, if you don't mind, I'll jump back in. Does anybody have any other business this time?
Not that I'm aware of.
My one suggestion, Ken, would be that for next month's agenda, that we have Rob talk before we do the disposition.
Yeah, that's the plan. He would be
Great.
first on the agenda.
Perfect.
So that, because what we want to do is we want to remember, we have in the past set up a policy with respect to looking forward to the
Yep.
year and also have a better understanding of the factors that go to adjust either a reduction in the suggested price or an increase in the suggested price.
Makes sense.
I spoke with Brian Turbot, I guess our CFO for the town, last month, and he's working on something. I believe he spoke with you, Ken, in regard to try to get an analysis in regard to the lawyer fees for closing costs. I know we do $1,000 token fee for closing costs, but some of these properties, as I had supplied that report before COVID, some of these lawyer fees were in the 20 and 30,000 for some of these properties a while ago. I don't know what they are for this year or for what we're doing now, but we may want to address that because the cost benefit is not coming back. That's number one. I also spoke with our town assessor in regard to what these properties are actually bringing in on the tax roll. And it's minimal in comparison to what it could. I know that once we get square footage for build out, then we get to add that to it. But in the long run, this is, I mean, in my quick analysis, it's costing the town more money than we're actually making. So, and I know it's not supposed to be a moneymaker. Not saying we're going to make money on it, but we may want to look at all the factors involved and try to put that towards the pricing costs as well.
Well said, and certainly point taken.
Thank you.
All right, anything else for other business?
Not for me. Thank you, John.
Beautiful. All right, so date and time of the next meeting will be Tuesday, October 11th at 2 p.m. And with this in mind, may I please have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right. I'll second that. Let's do roll call vote. Lee Saperstein,
Aye.
Tom Barretta,
Aye.
the chair votes aye as well. All right,
John, can
everyone.
you stay on for a minute after the close?
Me?
Yes.
Sure.
But by the way, John,
Yes.
I'm an old hand with Robert's Rules of Order. If you have a written agenda, according to General Robert,
Yep.
and you reach the end of your printed agenda or written agenda,
Yep.
you are adjourned.
I'll take it either way.
Well, I don't object to what you did because of the fact that this is being recorded and people are could be looking at it. So we'll be formal.
Great.
Thank you. I'm going to sign off because Ken wants to talk to you.
All right.
Right.
Thank
All
you.
right. Goodbye.
All right, I will stop recording because the meeting is now over.
Great. Thank you.